Welcome to another episode of Keep It Movin Podcast. I'm your host, Novelty, and I've got with me somebody that's got the dropsies over here, JT.
What is happening?
And Mike B.
What's up? What's up? What does it mean to have the dropsies? It made me think that, you know, y'all two are in the room and he pulled his pants down or something like that.
No, he just dropped his drink. But didn't you see A Vampire in Brooklyn?
With the Stevie
Eddie Murphy.
Wow.
Really? When the last time you seen Stevie Wonder in any movie?
And Kadeem Hardison.
Just because he can't see don't mean he can't act, bro.
No, I said in any movie. I didn't say nothing about him being blind. You the one that brought that up.
Anyway, Kadeem Hardison's body parts was falling off. And what's the old man's name? He just kept saying, "You got
talking
the
about Pops."
Yes.
John Witherspoon?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was in that movie.
What? You remember they was interviewing him and he was talking about the vampire and he said, "Have you seen a wolf to the 25th power?" That was one of the funniest lines on there.
I might have to. I think I've seen it before, but not enough to talk about it. So it may have been like one time in passing, but it makes me want to watch it again. I remember that evil is good. That's what I mean.
You forget,
I remember.
it was somewhat a little bit funny. You had to go back to it. It was during that cheesy Eddie Murphy time, and so you kind of get it blinded by the other movies. But it was all right.
Right on.
You know,
right on.
I could watch it again.
Yeah, it was funny. Anyway, I have to start the show with some very sad news. I'm disappointed. My all hope in relationships being everlasting is gone.
Somebody's getting a divorce.
Kermit and Miss Piggy are breaking up.
If you don't get out of here with that bull crap,
I refuse.
Ain't nobody got time for your shenanigans today.
Hey, it made national news.
It makes sense for you to, key in on that. Since you got your Mickey Mouse dress on today, you got your Mickey Mouse watch, your Mickey Mouse phone case. You're just a big kid at heart.
Yes, I am, and I always will be.
Right on. So why are they breaking up?
I don't know. ABC just decided to break them up.
Somebody's hands got tired.
Supposedly something that
like
having
that
to do with
answer.
all the celebrity breakups, they decided that Kermit and Miss Piggy needed to break up.
I thought they were like there was another series or something coming up.
Yeah, it's coming like this fall, like a regular 30-minute show.
Well, now they do have a new series coming out. It's supposed to be documentary style,
like The Office.
No, like The Bachelor.
And so Kermit gonna be trying to find some new piglets. I was gonna say hoes, but you can't really call them. You know,
he's gonna be drinking like cognac, like our memes.
Oh, now that would be nice.
They need to put that in there.
Yeah, some Hennessy or Kermit sipping his tea or something like that.
All they say is it's more of an adult Muppet show than it is.
You're damn right. If you're drinking Hennessy,
if it's prime time Muppet show, then I'm pretty sure it's going to be somewhat adult themed.
Yeah, if they expect people to watch it, because kids better be in the bed, right?
At 7 o'clock.
Oh, you kidding me?
Oh, okay.
Kids don't. Bedtime, it seems like that's not a term no more.
Bedtime.
They don't know nothing about that. It's when they feel to go sleep.
I don't understand that because bedtime was when your parents got to have their own quiet time or personal time or whatever.
Well, parents nowadays just have sex in front of the kids, so you
don't you want peace and quiet? Forget sex. I just want the peace and the quiet.
I guess
I can't just.
Think about it. They
throw
don't
sex off the board,
I wouldn't throw it off the board. But I mean, if you
peace and quiet is better.
If you can't send them outside no more to go play, and now they don't go to bed, when do you ever have your own time?
That's why you give them your phone. You give them like an iPad, iPod, or a video game, because that becomes the way to keep them quiet.
No, they need to take their ass to bed.
Take their ass outside.
Hey, they ain't my kids.
Like my parents, you come out that room one more time, and there'll be some reckoning going on. I done came out there 3 times. I'm scared. Scared of what? I just didn't want to go to sleep.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I had those days before too.
Yeah. Come out that room one more time.
Man, I used to hate having to stay in the room.
Hey, you gonna just look at the sky until you go to sleep.
I don't remember having an issue with it. I mean,
I'm always it seems like I'm always been like a night person. You know, I'm up.
Even as a child.
As a child, you know, it took me and my sister. We shared a room until like I was like 5 or something, and it seemed like it didn't take her long at all. I be talking, and she be out.
See, I think that was me. Bedtime. Okay, I'm going to sleep. Bye.
You know, I'm gonna give you my all until it's really time to go to sleep. You know, till my body really lets me know
it's weary and tired.
I still got stuff to let out. Yeah. But
How old was your sister when she got rid of you?
She was like 9, and I felt some type of way because she moved into her room. I'm like, hold up, I feel rejected. We moved homeboy. And my mama had explained to me, well, you know,
she's a girl,
she's getting on, and she wanna. I'm like, no, I didn't get it. Nope. My friend is leaving, and you know, I'm like, hold up. And this is the only person I share a room with for the first 5-6 years of my life.
Oh, that's sweet, man.
Aww,
I don't think I ever heard this story. That's funny.
Oh, that's childhood shit.
You poor
But then
thing.
I realized I have my own room.
How long did that take?
It took about like about a month and a half. It didn't take long once I start integrating my own shit on her side. You know, okay, I got my toys can be over here. My friends can sleep on the other bed. We all right.
We cool.
You know,
we don't need her ass.
She downstairs. She can do whatever she want now. And so I had my freedom. I didn't know what freedom was
until she left.
Right
on. That's what a lot of married men say.
Don't.
I didn't know what freedom was until she left. That's a T-shirt right there.
They also didn't know what loneliness was until she left.
Hey, you can always go and find you a hooker.
Really?
That's what they for.
Does a hooker take care of loneliness, or does she just take care of sex?
Whatever you pay, you need. They on the clock.
You need her to lay down and just let a spoon. She'll do that.
She gonna do that. If you need to talk, it's her job to reciprocate.
Y'all got issues. Anyway, so we've been gone for a long time. How was y'all's month?
Has it been that long?
It's been close to it. It's been closer to a month than not.
Well, all right. That's a good way to put it, brother.
You know.
We've been good. Well, I want to say we've been good. Part of our vacation was good. Do I want to call it a vacation? Do it matter? It don't matter.
I don't think it was really a vacation.
Well, it started out as a vacation because we were celebrating Novelty's birthday. We all got together. She's 52 now.
Yeah. So, I was about to say 65, but you made her younger.
I'm proud of my age.
Oh, okay.
How old are you?
42.
You are 42 years old?
Yes.
And proud? No, I'm just playing.
Why would I not be?
I'm messing with you.
The alternative is death.
No, the alternative could be younger.
If somebody had invented that, people would have been doing it for years.
The people probably are. We just don't know about it. You know, we gonna be there's people out there probably with flying cars, but we just don't know about it yet. They call them drones, but it's really people inside.
What, little Ant-Man people? they found the shit to do Ant-Man now?
But, you know, we went and hung out with Novelty for her birthday. You know, it was good times. It was. Me, JT, our boy Joe, he's not with us tonight, but he was there. And it was hot.
Yes,
that day.
It was steamy.
That's one of the things I remember.
Because the sun really wasn't out. It was just humid.
It was very humid.
Hell.
Like, you know, you're just standing there and you just sweating for no reason.
Nope.
And Pawpaw, JT almost fell asleep. just sitting there like it was one of those grandma. Now that reminds me of grandma heat. You always coming over here saying, man, it feels like grandma heat. That's I know what you mean, brother.
Yes.
But we enjoyed ourselves. I enjoyed myself. Novelty had some beer over there.
Yeah,
that had been, you know, there since what, 2009.
That was her beer winery.
I don't drink.
She
sorry.
had in her refrigerator.
And
it was there. Brought it over. It's still there. I don't drink.
We tasted that, and I said, "Hold on, let me look at this born on date because this ain't
was
right."
Was it a date on there?
Yeah,
this born on date. They still. Yeah, that's the first born on date that they had. That was so old. Man,
I don't drink. So.
And it was what? It was back 2009 or whatever.
Yes, it was.
And it's 2015.
6
That
years
beer, that beer was so sweet.
I'm like, might be. This tastes like apple juice. Sparkling apple juice. Go ahead and taste it.
It still had like a little hint of beer.
Yeah.
But it had more hint of apple juice.
Apple juice.
I didn't know beer could do that.
It did. It fermented.
I threw it away.
Oh.
I
I made up in my mind that I wasn't gonna drink no more.
We drinking beer wine. We ain't know it.
It was good. You know, we had Novelty's family was there. Her mom was there, and it turned from Novelty's birthday party to her mama's birthday party because her mama was so happy and so crunk. She was singing every chance.
Giving everybody the events. Okay, it's time for this.
Yeah, and she didn't just tell you. She sung. Yeah, she had a song. She wrote a song about it. Want to hear it? Here it go. And my favorite one was the birthday cake song. We want birthday cake. Oh. And everybody was grooving to it too.
Yeah,
it reminded me of the one time me and my boy JT went to the club with my boy Anthony for his birthday. It was Anthony's birthday, but you wouldn't have been able to tell by the actions and behavior of JT. I mean, you put the boy in VIP and give him some free drinks. Oh man, He was all on the dance floor. He was all at the bar. He was in other people's pictures, and I got one picture where this girl was trying to push him out the way, like, brother. We all white. We family.
Hey, everybody was my friend.
Get your ass out of here. Oh, it was hilarious.
I did party like it was my birthday.
Yes, you couldn't tell me nothing.
You had to say with free drinks, open bar. I'm like, what?
And it not only was it not his birthday, he partied like we were out of town instead of just down the damn street. Like it was crazy.
Like, nigga, you gotta go home.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't going to no hotel.
Yes, and that's what your mama reminded me of when I saw her getting. I mean, she was so happy. It made it fun for me. It made it a lot of fun.
I'm glad my mother had made it fun for you.
It was. She was ready.
She
was ready. Yes, she did.
But on a more sad note, another reason that we missed recording was one of my relatives. This is Mike B talking. I know you guys can't really understand or recognize my voice. But,
okay.
But you know, one of my relatives was murdered, you know, here recently, and so we were dealing with, you know, the funeral and you know, trying to raise money and all of that stuff. So we weren't able to record because of that. That was a crazy situation to have to deal with. You hear about it, you see it on TV, you make your hashtags for other people. But then when it hits close to home, you almost like, what am I supposed am I supposed to do? Like, you know. You don't know. It's like you're never prepared for something like that.
Yeah. And when I found out, because you know we shared a cousin.
Yeah.
You know, my cousin too, but you know Mike spent more time with him, and I didn't even know. You know, I had to gather names. You know, I'm like, okay, so who what happened now?
Yeah.
You know, and I was just down the street, like I told you, like 30 minutes before all that went down. And I'm like, that's crazy how, you know, and his family.
Right. And he got shot right outside of a liquor store. And, you know, there's all kind of speculation as to why. You know, you're hearing that it was some type of ongoing beef from years ago that caught back up. It don't make any sense. But it makes you want to further look at black on black crime. And what can we do about it? Like, you know, you hear about 100 people dying on a weekend in Chicago. But what are we doing about it? What can we do about it? You can march, you can protest, but really, what's going to have an effect? What's going to spark change in people's mindset?
Education.
I agree.
You know,
people don't know how to resolve issues without violence. And then violence has to be gunshots. You remember there was a time where people would actually go out in the street and fight?
Well, yeah.
And I ain't talking about the fights you see on social media, because people, I feel like they fighting just for social media. Just
World Star.
Exactly.
Ding, ding. And then they go.
But there was a time, like, even sometimes you would fight your friends, but then at the end of the fight, the next day, 30 minutes later, we cool.
We planned it
because we hashed it out, we resolved it.
It was over.
And it's over.
But you probably laugh about it later, man. You snapped the shit out of me,
man.
Yeah,
that actually hurt it, brother. I didn't know you had it in you.
and keep it moving.
And keep it moving. And it's sad that we've moved to a point in society where if we disagree, then I have to kill you. Like that. Mm-hmm. That's it.
It's a respect thing. It's all about respect. You feel like you got to kill somebody because they disrespected you, and that's the only way to get your respect back. But the reality is, the reason we don't know how to accept respect correctly is because we're not teaching children anymore.
That's what I said. It's education. You got to learn respect.
Right. We're not teaching them to respect themselves. Yeah. We're not teaching them to respect their elders. We're not teaching them to respect each other.
Right.
You know, nowadays kids figure, I don't have to respect you because you old. You got to give me respect in order for me to respect you.
Yes, and that I've actually heard kids say that. Like, if my grandma would have ever heard me say, "You don't respect an adult." Or like a teacher or an old person or somebody in authority, I wouldn't have my teeth right now. Y'all really wouldn't recognize what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's crazy.
My mother she didn't play that. You respect, and I mean, ultimately, respecting someone else is you respecting yourself.
I agree,
and that's the problem. Kids don't respect. They don't respect anything.
They don't live by that good golden rule.
Yeah, we sit and holler and Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Yes, they matter, but Black lives have to matter to Black people as well. You know, we can't sit up and yell at white people for killing us when we run around killing ourselves.
It's all education, man. You know, we've been stripped of that education and basically fend for ourselves, and you know it's hard to get that back. You know, if you're not taught that or have that somewhat integrity about yourselves, and a lot of people don't, and then they have offspring. And then everything begets itself and all that. Mm-hmm. Then all we have is a bunch of fools.
Yep.
And that's the problem. We got a bunch of fools.
But it's a problem that we didn't create. But sadly, it's a problem that we're gonna have to solve for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and that's the other thing. We need to stop looking at government. We need to stop looking at everybody else to solve problems within our neighborhoods, our communities, our homes. We got to solve those problems ourselves.
I think I think it's starting to have that awakening now that shit is not going to change unless we do it. They're not going to help us. We got to fight for simple liberties, and so it's not going to happen. So we got to create, I guess, freedom for ourselves.
Yeah, create the change you want to see.
Come what may. Yeah, pretty much. Because they're not going to give it away. Because they hold on, actually.
Yeah, they don't have to.
They hold on tight. And so, we fuck fighting for it. We just gonna take it and run. That's how I feel.
Right. Hey, I'm with you, brother.
Shoot.
Anyway. Okay, so it was a white man that went in to the theater in Louisiana last month and killed 2 people and injured several others while the comedy Trainwreck was on, right? And it was...
What does that mean? Wow, the
Trainwreck is the movie.
Trainwreck. Oh, okay.
Trainwreck is the movie. Because I had to think about it too, and then
the comedy Trainwreck.
Yeah,
okay.
I thought it was like a play or something.
Yeah,
the comedy train. How she said it, but go ahead.
Okay, and it was a white man that went and shot up the theater in Colorado during The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, the Batman movie. Yeah,
and killed dozens of people.
Right.
Yo.
So why did they decide to put extra security out for Straight Outta Compton, the black movie?
I saw that. I saw one lady say they gonna need security and she was referencing something that happened like 20 years ago. She's like, well, they had shootings for boys in the hood and menace to society, and I'm like, that was like 20 years ago. And thing is, we ain't the ones shooting. Nowadays it ain't even no gang shit. It's just some Caucasian boys that just feel the need to do something.
So she wanted to reference the other black movies that had violence in them as her case in point for up and security.
For Straight Outta Compton.
And it wasn't like they upped it for the theater. It was specifically for that movie during the times that movie was playing. Nothing else.
That's strange to me. and it sounds like utter bullshit.
Hello.
Now, and I think I read some a headline today or an article today where police were saying how it's basically like releasing this movie was like a slap in the face because of the attitude.
Fuck the police movement.
Yeah, because you know what NWA stood for, and the movie I'm sure is going to show some of that police brutality or whatever.
Of course.
And then what we're dealing with in
now.
today's society as far as police brutality, then they're like, you know, this is the wrong time for a movie.
The situation.
Yeah.
No, it's the perfect time for the movie. It's 20 years and the situation is exactly the same.
And this is proof positive that it's still going on, and it went on back then. It's going on now, and nothing has changed.
That was late 80s, early 90s. They was talking about it. Richard Pryor was joking about it in the 60s and 70s. Same stuff. It's police jokes. Hey, you might get caught by the police. You might not come back, brother. And that's been a run. It's a running joke. But it's still running. He haven't ran out of gas. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
They keep adding fuel.
Yeah.
They keep adding fuel.
And now that we got social media, now we seeing it.
Yeah.
The fuel is getting ignited.
A lot of white people are seeing it. Because, you know, we've been seeing it.
Yeah, we know.
Well, so far, the movie is the top grossing movie so far this weekend. Yeah. They've got 24.2 million in already.
And that was Friday's numbers, right?
That was yesterday.
Everybody that's on social media. They've enjoyed it.
Everybody is talking about it. Everybody's seen it, and everybody that is loving it.
And I haven't heard about one shooting.
Well, the weekend is still young. You know how black folk.
That train never late.
And now, if it's gonna be a shooting, it might be non-black people holding a gun, but targeting a movie that they know is going to be filled with predominantly black people. That's my guess. If it happens, hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it just makes it makes money, but also adds to the awareness and get people
more conversation
to wake up
and add to the movement. You know, I can agree with
you. have to feel some type of way to look at a movie based off of the lives of 20 years ago.
Yeah. And
shit like that is still going on. Just like we do when we see the protests and people say, okay, this is what happened when we protested back in 1964 or 65. And this is what happens when we protest in 2015.
And it's the same. And you're seeing it's almost the same type of, it's like a script.
It's like a script.
And we moving by that script.
Unaware, but aware.
It's like we don't learn from our history, but then how can we when America is one of the biggest culprits of rewriting their own history? We try to write all of the bad stuff out and pretend like it's all good. So we continue to make the same mistakes over and over and over again.
Yeah, because that history resurfaces itself.
It wasn't that bad. But then, like, think of like 50 years from now. You like, and they probably saying it's not that bad. You like, it was bad out there around this time. You know what we talking about now, and so hopefully, man, I don't know if anything I hope it changes, somewhat changes, at least for this country. I don't know for the rest of the world, but at least where I gotta live at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, being a little selfish.
You know, I know our struggles here.
Right.
You know, I know a little bit about everybody else, but I gotta live here. You know what I'm saying? I got family here, so you know, a little bit more of
and sometimes I think we need to be more concerned about our struggles than we are about everybody else's struggles. I mean, it's one thing to help other countries when need is needed, but it's a whole nother thing to always have your nose stuck over in another country and helping their children who are homeless, their children who don't eat, their people that don't have homes. When you got homeless people and children in need right here,
if you can't take care of your own shit, you have no right
and see
to go over it
and
try to, you know,
fix somebody else.
Yeah,
that's what parents. There used to be a lesson that parents would teach their kids.
Right.
You know, if you can't be worried about what's going on over there, and you ain't clean your room, but I see you
dirty.
Right. You want to go over so and so house to help them clean up. Are you kidding me?
You come out your dirty room.
If I ever came out, my mama would have hung me.
I mean,
I'm gonna go help her clean her house.
I tried it a couple times. Like, can I go over Auntie so and so house and help them clean up and help around the house? Excuse me?
That question would have never came out my mouth.
Have you seen your room? No, I was just trying to get away.
Oh.
That was just your excuse.
But, like maybe somebody had surgery and can't really get around like they need to. Every now and then they let me go, leave and go and help.
Yeah.
But, first of all, you better go in that room and pick up all them toys, clean off under that bed, because we know you done pushed everything under that bed. Because I was
See,
good for that.
I already knew what they wanted. And so I would do that before I asked.
Oh, so you were smart. You were smart.
My mama would come up with extra tasks. But mama, my room's clean. Well, then you can go clean your little brother's room.
Oh, no.
Oh, really? No. It ain't going to get clean. I'm just not going in.
Yeah, forget it. Trip canceled.
Yep. Nah.
Like, really? Are you kidding
You
me?
won this one. Okay. I'll be back, though. I will be back.
If I ever said go clean somebody else's house, her house was going to be spotless before I
didn't want to clean my
it.
own room, but nope. I ain't going to ask to clean.
Okay, so Donald Trump.
Trump Donald.
Yeah, I'm going to bring him up again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he has talked about Mexicans. He has talked about black people. He has even gone as far as to talk about all womankind when he told that news person that she was on a period.
No, say it ain't so. I didn't hear that one.
Oh yeah, he was doing the debates. Okay, and don't quote me here because this is not a direct quote. But during the debates, she asked him a question, and evidently he thought his question was harder than all the other debaters on the stage. And so, I think her name is Megyn Kelly. He said he basically said something to the effect, "Why are you asking me this question? You only asking me this question because blood is coming out of you. Blood is coming out of you wherever."
Oh, Don said this.
So he insinuated that the only reason she asked him the question was because she was on her period. So now he's insulted all women who still have a period, and those who don't as well.
Yeah,
I'm kind of I'm not on the fence, but it seems like people are on the fence with Donald Trump, and it kind of confuses me.
It's just because it's new. Nobody really speaks out of turn like he does. Everybody's so politically correct, and they want to get every answer right. He just speaking, talking out his neck. And some of it be what people think, but they just ain't gonna say it, and so that gravitates.
It's the shock jock term.
It's new.
He's saying whatever is shocking.
Now, and like a lot of the things that he says, people are thinking, but I feel like there should be some type of decorum or couth about you. It doesn't have to be necessarily PC, but it can be not non-offensive. Now, like how can you not care about who you're offending?
Well,
and want to hold
he's trying to separate
power.
himself from the other candidates.
I want to be the top asshole.
Well, yeah, that's the big question on the table. Why would you be truly running for presidency and say the things you say? You have just pretty much lost the black vote, the Mexican vote, and now the female vote. You cannot get into office.
I don't think he's going to get in.
I don't think he cares.
Going to get in. I don't think he's going to get in anyway, and I think he doesn't. He knows that too.
You can't. I feel like he's.
I think it's a business because I think after this, he's going to go right back to what he's been doing and probably get more. He probably have another show.
Yes.
So here's the theory on the table. Okay, Donald Trump does this. What is he doing? He's splitting the Republican vote. Regardless of anything, he can't get in. He cannot win. But what he can do is split the Republican vote.
Is he working for the Democrats?
That's the theory on the table. He's working for the Clinton campaign. He donated to Kerry's campaign in 2004. He donated to Hillary's campaign in 2004, 2006, 2007, and 2008. 75% of all his campaign contributions in 2010 went to the Democrats. He has donated hundreds of thousands of dollars to the Clinton Foundation, $125,000 to the Democratic Senate Campaign Committee, Harry Reid, Nancy Pelosi, and his personal friend Chuck Schumer also received all his donations. Now, all of them are Democrats. He has been a very outspoken Democrat up until Obama took office. When Obama took office, he took Hillary's spot.
Why do you think, if these stats are true, why do you think no Republican is like
actually coming out
questioning him on this?
I don't think there's a reason to question him, but they're not.
I would knock him out the box.
It doesn't necessarily knock him out the box. All he's got to do is do enough damage to the campaign, number one, and do enough damage to perception. Now, while we all sitting here focused on Donald Trump, nobody's focused on any other Democrat that's running. They not working. They not focused in on nobody.
Well,
else.
they maybe not. Remember
He's only really
Bernie
two
Sanders
right now.
Bernie Sanders, his little thing got interrupted by the Black Lives Matter
and
people.
that's another thing. Why would Black Lives Matter go after Bernie Sanders?
A Democrat.
Sanders is a Democrat. Bernie Sanders has done nothing but support black people and gay rights.
So you think it's their counter move?
You think they were the women who interrupted
are a part?
They're getting paid.
That's the theory.
Or pawn.
Now this sounds
now
very conspiracy theory like.
It is a conspiracy theory. Because, I mean, it's just a theory. It's a conspiracy theory. But there's some truth to all conspiracy theory. So, looking at the facts, Black Lives Matter started by two women, and I believe two black women, and I believe they are gay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, why would an organization of that matter go after Bernie Sanders? However, the conspiracy theory of Bernie Sanders is he's owed money, and him and the Koch brothers, they all sit around a table. They meet once a week, and they make all of these decisions, and they basically rule the world. So, understand it is conspiracy theory, but what Donald Trump is effectively doing is you're not paying attention to any other possible Democratic candidate. You're barely paying attention to the Republican candidate. He's got people that are crazy enough to follow him, believe in what he's saying, and are willing to vote for him. If he does not get the Republican nomination,
do they really believe in what he's saying, or are they just excited about the fact
that he's
bold enough to say it?
It doesn't matter as long as they vote for him. If they're willing to vote for him, it doesn't matter. Somebody's willing to vote for him. His poll numbers are off the charts, so somebody's behind him.
But I don't give it enough credence right now because this is only August of 2015.
August, but again,
and so he might not even be in the race by a year from now.
He's definitely not going to be there.
I think he'll be in the race again because he's already.
He's not going to get the vote.
I think, but to me, it depends on
the Republican vote. You don't have to have a party to run for president, and he's already said he is willing to run if he doesn't get the Republican vote. He'll just run without a party nomination.
But I don't think he have enough votes if he go independent or something.
If he goes independent, it doesn't matter if he has enough votes.
If he runs, what's the point?
All he has to do is split the Republican vote. You split the Republican vote.
So what's he doing? So that's what he's doing.
The Democrats take office. That's all he has to do is do enough damage to the Republican vote.
Where's the Tea
for
Party?
The Democrats to take office.
Where's the Tea Party? I haven't heard.
Obama's almost out of here,
so they ain't got shit to say.
They ain't got really no vengeance against
nobody else. The Tea Party was just a bunch of racist old people.
Yeah, they ain't got nobody to fight after Obama leave.
Did you guys?
They could go back to a Republican. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. Did you guys hear about old Kelly Osbourne and like the comment that got her in hot water?
Oh yeah,
she was talking about Donald Trump, and she said, if they got rid of all the illegal immigrants or the Mexicans,
who would
clean
their
toilets?
Yeah. And so Rosie Perez took offense to that.
Right.
And they made Rosie Perez apologize. Why would you make Rosie Perez apologize for that?
Why would Rosie Perez apologize? Whether they made you or not. No, you.
Again,
okay. But
they pay her bills.
They pay her bills, but she was already about to quit.
So far, she's still there.
Is she?
Yeah, she's still there.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Yeah, I mean, she was there like 2 weeks ago. I don't know
she was
about
there. She was there Friday.
Yesterday.
Because they was giving comments about.
But she's leaving. If I'm leaving, I don't care. I'll say whatever the hell I want.
Maybe she want another job though.
When you put in your 2 weeks.
But that's when you. But you ain't national though.
Right, and that's like, burning a huge bridge.
The View.
The ABC, yes. Barbara Walters, that's burning a big bridge.
that.
You can say that.
I would expose their ass. That's what I would do. You can burn that bridge.
And you be like Cat Williams.
What, coked out?
Unemployable.
Nah.
Is he unemployable? I know his last comedy special was good.
Shit. No, I'm just... That's other shit, but we ain't got to go into that.
Yeah, but anyway, so that's the point. As long as Trump splits the vote, he's done his job, because the vote splits, the Democratic Party will win. Because the Republicans are already having issues. Their party's already struggling.
It's only two people that are right now in the Democratic Party that have some type of...
The only two names I've been hearing is Hillary and Bernie.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. The Republicans got 15,000 on their ballot, and the Democrats already got them two.
Right,
but it's still early though.
You don't think anybody else is going to jump into the Democratic race? Okay,
because it's early. It's still,
I don't think so. They say Biden might run, but I don't think he will.
But I still think you got like a couple of dark horses that might. They're still going to be, in the debates, and stuff, or be in some type of primary. Where you got to vote,
like he said, it's real early.
Because I don't even know about. I know about Hillary, and I don't even know if I will. I ain't saying all my shit.
You halfway said it.
I know,
and we know how to finish that sentence, brother.
Well, if you know, then I don't have to finish it for you. Just know I'm gonna do my due diligence.
Right on.
Well, and I hope you do. Everybody needs to do their due diligence. I mean, just read the list of facts. I did look some of them up, and I didn't look up the whole list I just read, but I looked up like half of them, and they were true.
In regards to what?
As far as Donald Trump being a strong Democrat, extremely strong Democrat, prior to
I would think his lifestyle would seem like he's not as conservative as some people think.
He's not. And I mean, shock jock value. If anybody can do it, he can do it. What does he have to lose? NBC took away his deal. Okay, so he's gonna get one as soon as all this is over. He'll be back. He will have another deal. It's not.
And plus, he's not
like that.
Entertainment is not like his field.
No, and he's a billionaire? Man got money. He's a good businessman. He's proven that. So it is what it is. But it's just, it was interesting. And the fact that we would go so far as to make a mockery out of our political system kills me. It's like, okay, so this is what we're going to do now.
They've been making a mockery out of it for the last 300 and 400 years.
Which says to me that something seriously wrong, and we need to sit and reevaluate the entire system.
Oh, they should have did that when they got slaves. that should have been a good time to reevaluate some shit. At least for us. At least for us. I know it's a good business move for them, but let's reevaluate some shit. This ain't working out for us. I'm sorry. It always go back, goddammit.
I guess it always goes back right there.
All I can do is watch and pray.
And on that note,
that sound like a Negro
thank you for joining
us.
us.
That's what the word says.
Join us on Facebook, Twitter, or any social media by looking us up at Keep It Movin Podcast. Good night.
Peace.